I've seen a lot of videos of people reading scary stories that they found on Reddit and other websites, and I wanted to tell one that actually happened to me when I was little. This is a true story, but I've always been reluctant to talk about it, but I've decided it's time, whatever the consequences.
I was a pretty normal little kid up until I was about 6 or 7. That's when we moved into this really old house. I'm talking like 100 years or more old.
It had dark staircases and rooms with doors that just wouldn't open sometimes. It even had a creepy old attic, and up in one of the corners of the attic, there was just some candles laying on the floor for no reason. My friend told me before I moved there, she used to run past that house. This was the house where I became aware that I could see things that other people couldn't. I frequently saw an old man pass through the backyard, and a little waving face would sometimes appear in one of the bedroom windows when I was out back. I wasn't scared of these apparitions, and I always wanted to find more. I would explore the whole house in the middle of the night when my family was sleeping. I would even crawl from the weird tunnel that went from the basement to the backyard. I don't know if it was the house or something inside me, but one night I found out that I couldn't just see the spirits, but I could communicate with them and that they'd been waiting for me. One night my parents left me with my oldest sister, and while she was watching TV, I decided to go up and light those candles that I'd seen in the attic. I snuck some matches from the kitchen and I went upstairs. I arranged the candles in a little circle the way I'd seen on TV or somewhere, and then I lit them. Nothing really happened at first, but then I heard a voice say, "Hello, little dark one," and a huge ball of energy and light exploded through the whole house. My sister burst into the room. I think she thought I'd electrocuted myself, but then we heard the voice say, "She'll do very nicely, thank you." My sister grabbed my hand and pulled me away, and we ran through the dining room and out to the front door. But once we got to the front door, there was something already there. I tried to tell my sister that I wanted to go back and find out what the lady wanted, but she was freaking out. We ran past the back doors again, but this time there were two really shadowy figures just standing there staring in. My sister was running to get the phone, but I pulled my hand out of hers and stared at the back door. Then I heard the voice again, and it said, "Thanks to you, it started. Now there are two." And then the figures vanished, and I couldn't hear the voice anymore. Not for a while, anyway. My sister had called the police, and they showed up not too long after. Of course, they didn't find anyone, not at the back door, not up in the attic, just the candles laying on the floor. My sister tried to tell them what had happened, but she wasn't herself. She kept drifting off like she wasn't quite there, and I don't think they believed her. I think they thought we'd been playing and scared ourselves. My family moved away from that house not long after, and I left them not long after that. My path was different than theirs, and things became difficult. I did try talking to my sister once about it not long after it happened, but she doesn't remember, not any of it. She says I dreamed it, but unfortunately for her, I didn't. The house has been remodeled and turned, and it's worth like $2 million. I don't think any of the energies that I knew are still there, but I found new ones. But if you can find it, you can see for yourself. I'm the Dark Madam, and thank you for listening. And remember, if you liked it, like it. And to join me, subscribe.